We are so happy to share with you tonight a wonderful guest, Sherri Beall, who will be sharing a bit with us about her life experience, her family, and a little bit of everything in between. She is the mother of 4. She is a grandmother. She is a pastor's wife. I would say a pastor's wife is really a pastor's right hand as well. And I would just love, Sherri, for you to share a bit with us about anything you'd like.
Sure.
Tell us about yourself.
Wow, where to start? Yes, multifaceted, I would say. I am a mother of 4. My oldest son is in Afghanistan right now. He is deployed. He has 3 little ones, and his wife is carrying the load, but doing a really great job. My second son is a teacher, and my daughter is a teacher. And I am in my 35th year of teaching, so I am 2 years away from retirement. And it is my calling. It is something that up and down, I've been in a lot of rough schools, primarily struggling places, and that has always been my calling. I attended college with my husband, and from there we went to seminary. So I got a minor in religion so that we could kind of take classes together. Never was really able to use it. I know. It was like, had no idea what I was doing, but it was worth it though. It was fun to kind of get to know his side of what he was going into. Mm-hmm. So then he went into the ministry and I went into public school education. So it's kind of been, I've never really gotten to use my minor in the education side of it, but yeah, and then we went to seminary together, and then started having our children when we came back here to Florida. So we've been here in Florida, oh my goodness, 33 years. My oldest son will be 33, so yes. We've been here, and he was on staff at several churches here in Miami, worked for the Miami Baptist Association, and now he works up in Daytona. So we are kind of split half the week. So my role as a pastor's wife is a little bit different. It's kind of a long distance support system. Yes. He goes up there half the week, I stay here, and then he comes back home and works from home the other half of the week. So we've been doing that for 10 years. We thought this was going to be a short term. We actually moved our whole family up there, thinking that was going to be our relocation. And my youngest son is severely autistic. When we got up there, they did not have the services. My husband brought him his lunch one day, he had forgotten it, and Daniel was roaming the campus. So we thought, oh, goodness, this is not what we had been promised. So we packed back up. I called an old principal. She had a science coach position. I am, by trade, a transformation reading coach. So science was out of my wheelhouse. But, for the family, I took one and learned something new. So we relocated, and we've been back here almost 10 years now. And we've been doing this split thing. So, yeah. I mean, the first 20 years of ministry, we were side by side, and I was the Sunday school teacher that nobody knew, and like you said, kind of lost in that second role. But, we've made it work. We've been a really strong team over the years. But, and then again, teaching is something that even though I'll retire, I probably will come back and do something part-time or just take my own classroom and not. Right. And then, my kids, and again, my youngest he's getting older and things are going to change for him. He's going to end up, going down a different path. He's just gotten to the place where being at home is not the right placement. So, we are just going with the flow. We just bought a house 20 years ago. We owned our first house, sold that because my husband was going to start a church. We were going to do a church plant, and that's when Daniel was diagnosed. So everything kind of stopped. Okay. And we have been renting ever since. So we have worked on this house for 2 years, and God saw fit to give it to us. I mean, we thought it was going to fall apart again, and we closed Thursday, and we're moving in today. So,
Congratulations.
It's lots of miracles going on. Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yes, I think God's teaching me to wait and be patient, because I want to do things, and I'm active and take charge, and I think He's taught me, time is not a bad thing. You've got to do it in my time and in my way. I'm never too old to learn those lessons, I guess.
As you mentioned, retirement is on the horizon, and you'll never stop being a teacher. But what are you planning for?
People ask me that. I have to take a year off because I'm in the drop program. So my plan is to just kind of, we'll have this new house and we've got some things that need doing. But I really want to go back and have my very own classroom where I don't have I've had a lot of administrative responsibilities in the last few years. So I'd like to go back and just teach until I just can't. I'm not tired, I'm not burned out. Maybe because I've been a coach and not in the classroom with the
Right.
kids. But I really would like to just keep teaching, have my own classroom and, just have fun.
Yeah, well, that's great. So anyone out there in a few years, if you're looking for someone who you want to come in who has a wealth of experience across many different disciplines, because we can see that she knows how to continue to learn and reinvent and share that with others. So in a couple of years, you may just have someone who's special for your classroom.
Oh, thank you.
So thank you so much for
thank
spending
you.
time with us today, for sharing so much of your family with us, and for sharing just all these wonderful tips that hopefully our audience can benefit from.
Well, thank you. This was an
you.
honor.